What is up? That's the question today. It's a very Michael Scott. You ever watch The Office?
Not much.
Kind of always ask the question. What is the best back exercises you can do? Glad you asked. We're gonna show you today. We're training for this triathlon, so we're just training one body part a week. This is our back day. This is the day we attack back. So we're gonna hit it from all sorts of different angles. First things first though, we got some muscle ups for you guys.
All right, the first thing we got today, we're just gonna do 3 sets of 5, just muscle ups, but we're not gonna go strict or anything. We're really just gonna make it as explosive as possible. So really, the muscle up's more of a full body movement. So the way that I usually like to teach people, if you've never done one before, the way that I usually teach people is to basically learn how to do a pull up where you're extending yourself down and just away from the bar. Just try to keep your core tight, because then you just transition over.
Yo, that's a large man doing a muscle up right there. If Jake can muscle up, you can muscle up.
It's really the biggest mistake is people try to pull themselves straight to the bar and get over. It's super hard to get your elbows over that way. So really, you want to think about pulling nice and tight with your lats, get away from the bar, and then you just transition over the bar.
We have one of my favorite exercises for that back, really that back density. So this is a Pendlay row. Jake's gonna row it up to a sternum, and then he's just gonna drop it. There's no eccentric on this, it's all concentric. It's an explosive movement off the ground, returning to that starting position. Next up, we're doing something a little bit different. We got a towel pull with an L-sit. So obviously we're using back muscles here. We're gonna be keeping our legs straight out. We only have 6 reps here, but the reason we're doing it here, it's gonna allow us to really close that joint and squeeze on those lats. And then obviously keeping our legs straight, we're gonna be working our core as well. So it's one of my favorites that I haven't done in a really long time.
All right guys, now that we're done with the explosive stuff, the muscle ups, the Pendlay row, did our rope pull ups, now we're gonna be doing just 2 sets of everything. So we're gonna go 10 reps on each. The first set's gonna be kind of feeling the weight out. So basically, I guess what I'm saying by that is we're gonna try to pick a weight that's really hard for 10 and feel that out. And if we think we can go heavier, then the next set, we're gonna try to go as heavy as possible for 10 reps, try to fail right at 10, and then we're gonna move on. So the first thing we got is gonna be just a single arm barbell row. So these are great because I'm gonna do it just by splitting the stance, diving a little bit further back on the barbell, and then we're gonna pull up all the way, just like that. So obviously, these are really light right now. These are great because if you're a really strong guy and your gym doesn't have heavy enough dumbbells, like we only go to 160 here, so you can really load this up as heavy as you want. So it's a great accessory lift if you don't have, even if you don't have any dumbbells. This is a great way to get a row in without having dumbbells.
Next up, we're coming at you with an inverted pull-up. So we just set up here in a squat rack. Jake's on his butt here, grasping the bar. The bar for us is about hip height, and that's where we're gonna wanna start. So you're gonna be on your back. I'm gonna put this 55-pound plate right on Jake's chest, give him some extra resistance. pushing through the heels, hips go up, and then he's rowing to his chest, right to his sternum there. Gonna get 10 reps here. Now we're on the hammer strength. So typical hammer strength, we got 2 arms, we're gonna be facing forward rowing. What we're gonna do, 1 arm, sit all the way down, get a good stretch in that lat. We're sitting perpendicular with the machine, and then just squeezing, half second there at the bottom. Almost the last thing we got. We're gonna throw a little extra credit activity for you guys after this. We're going with a straight bar pullover here. Just right here, all the way down to the hips. Get a good stretch. We're gonna superset that with a wide grip, seated row. Keeping it nice and high. Upper chest, squeezing. A lot of upper back there, even some rear delts. So we got 15 reps and 15 reps. And then we got a little spicy extra credit for you. Doing here, just all out, hand over hand, boom, 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 boom. Gonna get here, stand up, gonna push it down, puffing and puffing then. You're gonna feel it, intercostals, serratus, all these diaphragm muscles just, and then what we're gonna do, we're gonna pick up that yoke, that farmer carry, walk it down to this bad boy. You gotta pick this up, put it over the top, and then you gotta push it down. So we're gonna do 3 rounds of this, and it's gonna be fun, but it's gonna test your brain, it's gonna test your mind, and your head. Let's go. Gonna wrap up our back training. It was a hell of a back workout. It was a gangbuster. Came over here, little obstacle course training. A lot of that stuff you might use if you do like a Spartan race, have that muscular endurance. So we pushed for about a minute on that. Jake's fastest time was in the low 40s. I had high 40s. So it's just always that competitive nature, just like getting after it. I think my first time was 107. Yours was what? 50 something. So we both improved our time by like almost 20 seconds from the first one to the last one. That's what it's about, just get better. Life's full of things that suck, that are shitty. Just get better at them. That's all it takes, is practice. You're gonna suck at something pretty much every single time you start something new, you're gonna suck at it. Embrace that shit and then get better at it. Thank you guys. Hey, make sure you subscribe to this channel. It's good shit. We appreciate you guys. Later.